I'm a firm believer in never recreating the wheel when it comes to trying to see success in whatever that we want to do in life, especially when we want to become rich. A lot of the time when people talk about getting rich, they say get a mentor, get somebody around you that knows about money and knows how to get rich and see success in whatever it is, and go under their wing so that they can teach you everything they know so that you can get rich as well. But what if you don't have any of that? What if you don't have access to somebody that can mentor you to become a millionaire, or anybody even in your family that went ahead and made money so that they can teach you everything they know? So that leads us to the closest thing that we can get to a mentor without having to know somebody in person, and that's books. So in this video, I'm gonna give y'all 5 books that teach you how to make money so that you don't have to look for a mentor, or you don't have to know somebody that's already made millions of dollars. This is gonna be a good one, and it's gonna help all of us make millions of dollars if we go ahead and execute on this knowledge. If you somebody that don't like to get physical copies of books and read it, you also can listen to audiobooks. They got them all over the internet. You could just search for the book and you could go ahead and find it. The first book that I read that taught me how to make money and changed my mindset completely when it came to making money and investing, period. And that's Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. What makes this book so important is because it changes our mindset and the way we think about money and what we gonna do with our money when we get money. Because we always hear the saying, getting money is one thing, but actually keeping that money and protecting it is a completely different thing. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, it also can be scary at times, wondering what are you gonna do with the money when it actually comes? How are you gonna make sure that you never go broke again? But in order for anything to actually work in your favor, you need the proper mindset when it comes to whatever you're doing. And Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is gonna do that exact thing for you. One of my major takeaways from this book is the fact that it talked about not working for a paycheck. Of course we need money, but it's about the mindset and the way we go about getting that paycheck and what our plans are long term, so that we know what we wanna do next, so that we don't get trapped in a certain lifestyle depending on a paycheck and believing that a job is the most comfort. The second book that teaches you how to make money is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And this is a book that's been recommended to me for a while, and I finally got the chance to read it. Now this is another self-help book that's going to get your mindset right when it comes to anything you want to do in life, especially if you want to make money. This book taught me to put my ego to the side and teaching me that ego is only driven by fear and societal norm. Whatever the world says we should be doing by a certain age or whatever it is, that's what fuels our ego, and we decide to live our lives through that. But that's going to set you up for failure long term. And another thing it taught me was about detaching from the result. A lot of people ask me on YouTube, how can you keep going even when the views aren't doing well or nobody's watching, you're not gaining any subscribers? How do you keep that discipline to keep going? And it's about detaching from the results, doing what you love and providing value, and whoever comes across that content is fulfilling you in a way. You don't need millions of views. Now that's inevitable. If you actually giving great value, people will subscribe and more people will watch, but it takes time. You just got to focus on what you love, and over time those things are a byproduct of what you do. The third book that teaches you how to make money is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And this book taught me to fight for my dreams no matter what it is that I'm doing. If I have a strong dream for it and I want to accomplish whatever it is that I'm doing, and I feel strongly that this is my purpose and what I should be doing in life, I shouldn't fear failure when pursuing that. Because like I always say, if you love doing it and it's your purpose, it's inevitable that you see success. Now success means something totally different to everybody. So you can't listen to anybody else or look at what other people determine as success for themselves, and you only got to move off what's successful to you. Is waking up every day doing what you love success to you? Even if the money isn't there yet, you have to ask yourself that. And this is one of those books that gets your mind in the right place so that you don't ever fear failure, and you continue to go along the journey to seeing success in your purpose and whatever you love doing. A lot of the time you'll notice that kids have strong dreams and they're very creative and they naturally do things that they love without worrying about anything else. But as we get older and we start thinking about money and we start having to pay bills and other things that adults do, we start to lose sight of that dream, and we think that it's a waste of time, especially when we start to accept societal norms or whatever everybody else believes, rather it's your parents or it's your friends or anybody around you that you might look up to. This book teaches you to not lose that creativity and to focus on your goals and just pursuing that full force, because that's what we was put on earth to do. The fourth book that teaches you how to make money is It's All in Your Head by Russ. Now this book taught me a lot about not getting in my own way as a creative. A lot of y'all may know that I'm a music artist, so when I'm making music, it's easy to get in my own head and overthink things when I'm writing a song and questioning if this song is actually good or not. And oftentimes in life, we realize that we put barriers in front of ourselves that's not really there. It's all imagination. I once heard somebody say that the future and past is all in our imagination. Now, of course, the past already happened, so you think it's not imagination, but the only thing that actually matters is the present moment, what you're actually seeing through your eyes right now is what really matters. This is reality. Everything else is just an imagination. So you can't live your life based on certain imaginations that's not really true. And you got to get out of your own head and let your creativity be as thoughtless as possible, because that's what creativity is. It's something that just comes thoughtlessly that we don't even think about, but it just happens. And when we pursue that, we get to reap a lot of benefits. The 5th book that teaches you how to make money is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, y'all know that our mind is powerful. Whatever we put inside of our mind is what we're going to see in our reality. As we keep feeding our mind consciously, it moves into our subconscious mind and we start doing things without even knowing. Everybody out there that drive, realize that when you go to certain places every single day or very often, you realize that you get in the car and you just start driving. You don't consciously think about where you're going, you just go. And that's very important when it comes to pursuing our dreams and trying to make money. When you constantly feed your mind with new information and positive affirmations, you realize that your subconscious goes to work and you start doing things without even thinking about it. That's why I always say you gotta align your day-to-day routine with your goals. In the 7 spiritual laws of success, he talked about the difference between attention and intention. Now they sound very similar, but intention is a future tense, which is our goal, and attention is a present tense, something that we decide we're gonna focus on that aligns with our goals, and we focus our attention on things we can do in the present to reach our intended goal. And that goes hand in hand with Think and Grow Rich, feeding your mind so that it can move into your subconscious mind and you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to, and you can attract all the money that you want to make in your life. When it comes to making money, our mindset is a big part of that. Yes, it can come down to education, but when it comes to our mind, if we don't have the right mindset, we won't accomplish anything. We won't see any success. We won't even start because we're going to be filled with fear and other things that just does not matter, and it's just getting in the way of us accomplishing what we want to accomplish. So make sure y'all go ahead and check out these 5 books that I listed in this video. I'm gonna link them down below in the description so y'all can check them out, and you can feed your mind with the right tools that you need to become successful. And if you're looking for more ways to make money and how you can become more and more successful every single day, make sure you go ahead and check out this playlist, because there's a lot of videos in there that's going to give you all the tools that you need in order to get to the next level every single day and go as far as you want in your life. Now let's get rich.
He got an alibi and he won't abide to no law. I know it's fucked up, but he won't hesitate to go send a nigga to a law. Young nigga with rag ties in the back of a Maybach. Put in work, whole fan gon' eat. I've been going to work on eat. All grind, no sleep, I stay low key. And you know I be rolling with killers, they really gorillas. Only the realest, you know that we winning. I feel like I've been